It's now been over 18 months since I last traveled, and a lot has changed since then. I have a long-term apartment lease, a car, a gym membership, and even a dog. All of these things equate to fixed monthly expenses that I did not have to think about when taking off to travel in my pre-pandemic nomadic days. It's likely that you also have at least one of these expenses, which is why in today's video I'll be breaking down exactly what I'm doing to save over $3,500 while I travel through Africa and Europe next month. If that sounds helpful to you, I'd love if you could take a moment to give this video a like, and with that, let's get into helping you save money on your next trip. The first thing I'm doing to cut down on my expenses is to put a hold on my memberships while I'm away. The main membership I'll be freezing is for the gym, which will save me a monthly cost of $70. This is a no-brainer as it only takes a couple of minutes to do online, and then the membership will resume as is when I return in October. Think about all of the memberships and subscription services that you may be paying for on a monthly basis. Can you put a hold on your TV, your internet, or even your streaming services? Another one that I'll be putting a freeze on is my monthly cell phone bill. Since I'll be using a traveler's SIM card while I'm abroad, I definitely don't want to be paying for my Canadian calling and texting plan. It's pretty normal to still have to pay a fee to hold your plan. In my case, it's going to be $10, but it's very likely that this is going to be much less expensive than having your plan active. I'll be saving a total of $40 here. My largest monthly expense is the rent on my apartment. I wasn't going to sublet the apartment out because I was only going to be away for 1 month and it just didn't seem like it was worth it. I figured, what the heck? I put the listing up on Facebook Marketplace and within 10 minutes I had over a dozen responses. One tip if you do plan to sublet is to try to differentiate your listing from the others. One of the big draws to mine was the home office setup, which is perfect for students or anyone working from home, which is basically everyone these days. I recently partnered with FlexiSpot to upgrade my home office with one of their electric adjustable height standing desks, the EN1. Sitting for hours on end, day in, day out? Ooh, not good for your long-term health. The desk has been perfect for me since I like to do my deep work while sitting and then take my video calls standing. The FlexiSpot electric height adjustable sit-stand desk mitigates problems by allowing you to conveniently switch from sitting to standing. You can also easily preset your desired sitting position with the memory function. It's an ergonomic solution that not only prevents neck and back pain, but also enables you to stay awake and alert. I was surprised by just how incredibly sturdy it is with no shaking regardless of the height. It can also hold over 150 pounds, which is more than enough to support the dual monitor setup I'll be installing after my trip. It also doesn't hurt that it is rather pleasant to look at. I chose the white base with the mahogany desktop and absolutely love the combination of the two colors. If you are looking to upgrade your home office setup, both for your own health and for a more competitive sublet offer when you do travel, check out the link in the description where you can get $15 off a FlexiSpot desk order of $150 or more. There's also free shipping across Canada and a 30-day money-back guarantee if you find that it's not the right fit for you. Subletting a fully furnished, well-equipped apartment in the middle of downtown Ottawa was surprisingly easy and totally worth the hassle to save over $1,300 for the month. If your landlord allows it, or if you're a homeowner, another option is to rent your place out on AirBNB. I have a friend that rents her place out on AirBNB almost every weekend while she goes camping around the city. It's a great side hustle. The next thing I'll be doing to save money while away is to give up my downtown parking spot. This spot costs me $200 a month, and instead of paying that while I won't even be here to use the vehicle or the parking spot, I will instead be parking it at a friend's house out in the country. Thanks, Pam! I will also be borrowing some travel essentials like a carry-on suitcase instead of going out and buying a new one. As I do plan to resume frequent travel at some point, I will be investing in one, but now is not that time. It's very likely that you have friends or family that have traveled before, and if this is the case, they probably have a suitcase and other necessities and essentials lying around that they would be happy to lend out to you. Just be sure to return the favor when it's the other way around and you happen to have something that they may need. In my case, my grandparents have a gorgeous set of top-of-the-line carry-on luggage that is not being used. Borrowing this set from them instead of buying new luggage for this particular trip is saving me at least $200. One of my destinations will be Egypt. I'll need to cover up as it's an Islamic country, but I also don't want to die of heat stroke with the hot temperatures. I needed to buy some new clothes to accommodate for this combo of conservative clothing and extreme heat. I saved at least $200 by shopping for these clothes secondhand as well as organizing a clothing swap with my friends. Both the thrift shopping and the clothing swap was incredibly fun, and with the swap I was able to give things to my friends as well, and with the thrift shopping, the money that was generated was being donated to charity. So I felt good about it and I definitely saved some money. So when you add it all up, there was $70 saved from the gym membership hold, $40 from my cell phone hold, $1,300 from subletting my apartment. What else? $200 for not paying for parking, another $200 for not buying new luggage, and then an additional $200 by buying my clothing at the thrift store as well as swapping and exchanging with friends. And then my biggest commitment over the past year was Ollie, my pandemic puppy. Now, Ollie was years in the decision making because I wanted to make sure that I would have lots of lovely aunties and uncles that would adore him and spoil him and be able to look after him while I was away. Having Ollie stay with a friend instead of putting him into a boarding program is going to save me $50 to $100 a night. So over the period of 1 month, I'll say that's going to be at least $1,500. I'm also pretty happy knowing that he's going to be with people that know him, that love him, and that he loves too. The feelings are mutual, right? You like Auntie Emily. And yes, it would definitely be easier to do what I used to do and just pack my things up and leave, but all of this together adds up to over $3,500 in savings, which is so worth the time and the effort. But the savings don't end there. When it comes to saving money on travel, there are 2 things you can do. Number 1 is to cut down on the expenses while you're away, but number 2 is to just book cheaper things. Which is why I hope you'll give this video a like and then subscribe so you can catch me in the next video where I'll be sharing some of my favorite money-saving travel hacks. Hope to see you then, and safe travels. Bye. One thing that I didn't anticipate before getting him is just how much I'm going to miss him while I'm away. I lose him in 2 days and I may have already cried about it. Twice. Okay, Ollie.